Okay, well, I'm going to pull some cards and look at Pence's testimony. What can you tell us about Pence's testimony? So let me give him a good ruffle shuffle here. And we'll pull them and see what we have. First card out, Major Arcana, about manipulation. Okay. Going forward, who was shared, what was shared with who? About what was being sold, okay? We know that's the merchant card. So what 45, the desires he was pushing, the strong-arming, about the strong-arming, his mental, trying to strong-arm people, the buying and the selling, so how he was trying to, again, how he's trying to sell this to them. The center of it, we have what was the mentality, what was being put out there. Okay, I would say this is probably who was involved, what actions were being held on to. This is about this feeling of a difficulty that they were having. Challenge is moving this forward. So manipulation, our overarching theme so far on this is the manipulation and how to move it forward for Trump, for the Trumpian saga, the MAGA crowd, the Trump family, and overturning of things, okay? So the MAGA, the ones on Trump's thing, how they were going to overturn and hang up the elections. Clarification is what was being held on to, how he wanted to hold on to things. This is above it, coming to the end of this saga. Maybe he's one of the last people he's going to interview. And the American public and our laws, our rules, our laws are, and what's being birthed. So let's see what we have underneath of it. Major Arcana. Major, looking into this, the investigation that's happened. Another Major Arcana, shedding light on it. Another Major Arcana, wanting to bring this, temperance, tempering this situation from somebody ever being able to do that again. So we have here what he's being held on to, the evidence that they have, the judgment that's coming down when it comes to democracy, okay, and the unhappiness, looking at this mental drama that has happened and the painful issue of it. So again, underneath of it all, what's driving everything was the investigation, putting light on how they tried to do this, and again, then at this point wanting to temper things and bringing the judgment. Clarification on judgment. So let's take this. So going into it, the overarching theme is the past manipulations that were taking place. The challenge was trying to move this forward to what overturn the election. The clarification, he is coming to the end point of this, and we'll see what's birthed, what's going to come forward for America and Americans in this situation. Because we know this is our rules, our laws, and how we conduct ourselves. So that's what I get with that. The overarching theme of this that's driving, the big major things that are driving this. So going into it, we look at what was happening, his buying and selling, the things he was doing and the clarification now he's trying to hold on. This could also be some of the gathered and collected testimony and evidence that is being held to. So we have, in the past, he wanted to know who was sharing with who and what was Trump pushing to all those involved in the MAGA clan, those that were involved in trying to overturn the election. We're looking at how he was strong-arming them mentally and the new things that were coming up as far as what they were going to do. We have the past looking at their potential actions going forward, who was holding on to what power, and again, this is something that has been struggled with. So it looks like from this reading that Pence is probably one of the last ones that he is going to question, that it looks like it's coming to its close. And he wanted to know from Pence, how was Trump pushing this? Who all was involved? What was being said? How were you being strong-armed, etc.? So it looks like they asked him a pretty detailed questions when it comes to what was happening for January 6th. Who's involved? To what degree? What was being strong-armed, etc. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll see you online.